It's 6 o'clock in the morning, and I'm standing on my dock with hot coffee in the cold morning air when 3 police cars speed down my driveway in Meadow. Brook Estates, the HOA president, Linda Carver, is pointing at me like I'm a bad guy, yelling that I'm fishing where I'm not allowed on neighborhood property. But here's the crazy part. I've owned this 5-acre lake since 2009. And these people have been walking on my land for years without asking, but Linda and her friends don't know who they're dealing with. I'm not just some electrician they can push around. I've got 38 years of property papers, trail cameras worth $100, and a lawyer who loves cases like this. What would you do if your HOA tried to take your family's lake? Let me know down below, because what happens next is a legal beatdown. So good, it'll make your blood boil. These stuck-up bullies picked the wrong guy to mess with. I'm Tom Bennett, a 42-year-old electrician who thought I'd gotten heaven when my grandfather died in 2009. 5 acres of beautiful woods with a 2-acre spring-fed lake in our family since 1987. Every morning I'd walk to the water's edge, breathing in pine tree, smell an earthy lake water, the birds' spooky calls echoing over the fog. I'd throw my line, feeling like the luckiest guy alive. Grandpa bought this land cheap back when it was just trees and farm fields. The lake was full of bass and bluegill fed by springs that kept it crystal clear. I have the deed survey markers and decades of tax papers. No one ever questioned who owned it, but nice places attract mean people. By 2012, Meadow Brook Estates, a fancy neighborhood, popped up with $100. 0 homes filled with snooty families and old people expecting fancy stuff. They looked at my lake and thought it was theirs. Well, trouble started in 2018. Nice requests at first. Could their kids fish, kayak on weekends? I'm a nice guy, so I let them use it sometimes if they asked, but then came secret county complaints about mosquito breeding in my lake, mean comments at the gas station about my messy property and trash, beer cans, fishing line messing up my shore. Enter Linda Carver walking in like a TV show bad guy, mid-50s, blonde, haircut costing more than my food money, driving a white BMW. She parked like she owned the town, a retired ADD lady with a smile that never reached her eyes. Linda became HOA president in 2019, promising to make property values higher through rule enforcement translation. She'd make everyone's life terrible until they did what she said. The first fight came in 2023. I was heading to the lake, coffee in hand, when I heard a drill. Linda, in khaki mom clothes, was telling 2 guys to put up no trespassing signs on my land. Her flower perfume hit me like poison. What are you doing? I asked, voice calm. She turned heels, clicking, Tom, just making boundaries clear for everyone's good. You're putting signs on my property. Without asking, her smile disappeared. There's confusion about neighborhood fun stuff, no confusion. I said, this is private land. Take them down. Her fake face fell, showing real snobbishness. You don't understand where you stand here. She hissed this. Neighborhood is rules. Some people don't belong. War started 2 weeks later. I was fishing, coffee still warm, when car doors slammed. Linda marched through the trees like an army leader, followed by 3 HOA board members. Mr. Bennett, she announced, we're talking about your breaking of neighborhood rules. I blinked, holding my fishing rod on my lake. What rule? Breaking a nervous guy. Greg in a polo handed me a stop-it letter saying I was bothering neighborhood peace and misusing shared fun places. My coffee tasted like dirt. Shared places? You mean my private lake? Linda, read from a script. The HOA decides fun stuff affecting property values fall under our control. Rule breaking gets $2. 0 daily fines and possible liens. Bullies count on shock to shut you up. Linda expected me to give up, but Grandpa taught me when someone threatens how you make money, you don't get mad, you get smart. I'll look at this with my lawyer, I said. Linda smirked, thinking she'd won. I spent a weekend at the county record office. $20 on parking money well spent. Meadow Brook's HOA started in 2014 after I got my land in 2009. Key fact, an HOA can't claim control over people who owned property first. Like a book club demanding you follow their rules because you own books. I hired a lawyer costing $5. 0 who sent the HOA a stop-it letter to quit bothering me then. I posted my deed and survey on the neighborhood Facebook group explaining the property lines. Neighbors supported me, some shared their own Linda's scary stories. She fought back, deleting my posts, blocking me, and saying I was bothering the board. Her next move was dumber. She called City rule checkers claiming 17 violations. The inspector, confused, found nothing wrong, someone said. You're running an illegal campground, he said, looking at my neat land. Most secret complaints come from one phone number. He looked at the neighborhood, shaking his head that evening. My neighbor, Paul, a retired teacher, called Tom Linda's, telling people you threatened her physically, says she's scared to walk her dog by your place. My blood got hot. I've never raised my voice to her, I know, as Paul said, but she's scaring people. You're not her only target. Linda was a serial bully. I started writing down everything she kept, making it worse, filing complaints with every agency, rule checkers, 23 more violations, state wildlife, saying I ran a business fishing operation. Even the health department people laughed. My lake was perfect on social media. She started Meadowbrook Safety, posting about my disturbances. Neighbors stopped waving, and I wasn't invited to the block party, being left out hurt. I dug deeper, finding a 2019 HOA change falsely claiming my land illegal. You can't add property without owner permission. My lawyer smiled. This is lying. We can sue for bothering under fake law. Les letter threatened a lawsuit, and the HOA stopped enforcement making. Linda mad, she switched to personal attacks, making fun of my working class background at meetings, hinting I didn't fit Meadow. Brooke. Then came a police car. Linda, arms crossed, said I'd threatened her the night before. Officer, I was in my workshop, I said, showing security camera video, proving it. The officer's side, ma'am, filing fake reports is a crime to me. Write down everything people like her mess up themselves. That gave me an idea. My trail cameras put up to watch the lake showed a worn path from the neighborhood to my shore, complete with a homemade dock, chairs, a fire pit, and a chained cooler, proof of years of walking on my land without asking. Over 2 weeks I recorded 47 trespassing picnics, group parties, fishing contests. Linda appeared 8 times using my lake like her private club. Paul dropped another bomb. The HOA budget included $15. Zero for lake care on my lake, and their insurance listed it. It's a neighborhood fund thing. They were charging people and collecting money for property they didn't own. While I took the blame, my lawyer almost yelled, this is tax lying, insurance lying, theft of services, criminal charges. Linda, desperate, announced at an HOA meeting that security threats from me needed cameras on my land. A neighbor asked about the lake budget. Some people, she sneered, don't get neighborhood duties. They should live somewhere else. Her snobbishness made even friends angry. Then came a county letter. The HOA had filed a tax appeal, claiming my lake as a shared fund thing to lower their taxes at the tax office. I showed my deed. The worker frowned. If this is fake, it's tax lying. My insurance guy confirmed insuring property you don't own is theft. Paul's wife, a banker, revealed Linda's husband had filed for going broke. Linda's HOA power was her lifeline. Losing it would ruin her eye. Upgraded my team, hiring Rachel Lee, a white-collar crime lawyer, on contingency, a money expert, found $47. Zero in shady HOA expenses, including fake lake costs anew. $8,000 survey, confirmed my property line's neighbors fed up with Linda. Shared stories, she'd find one for a wrong mailbox using made-up rules. My cameras caught Linda moving a survey marker. Another crime, Rachel connected me with reporter Emily Chen, eager to expose HOA lying. The DA's investigator, Detective Lopez, called my proof exceptional, citing tax, lying, fake reports, and blackmail. The insurance company started its own lying investigation. Linda's desperation peaked. My dock was vandalized to dollars. Zero in damage. Cameras caught to teens. Linda's BMW sitting nearby. Conspiracy to commit vandalism. Lopez said Linda filed endless complaints, rule violations, mosquito breeding, even endangered waterbird. Disruption. Inspectors dismissed them, praising my lake's health. She posted fake reviews on my business website, created a fake account with my photo, and called clients saying, I was under investigation. A homeowner told me some safety committee warned me about you. The phone number, Linda's home phone. Her worst move, fake 911 calls, reporting a heart attack, drowning, and gunshots at my address. Crimes each. Then she came to me, phone recording in my pocket. Tom, the HOA offers $25. Zero in fishing rights if you drop your complaints and share the lake. Her smile turned. Legal battles get expensive. Small businesses can't afford that attention. Bribery, blackmail. Threats recorded days later. The city said my lake was dirty. With fake lab results, the inspector, after testing, laughed, "This water's cleaner than my pool." The lab reports total federal crime. Linda's boycott flyers, calling me an environmental criminal, backfired. Businesses threw them away. Her crazy 20-minute Facebook video said I ran a criminal conspiracy through secret phishing signals. Neighbors made fun of her, some suggesting mental health help. Her threat, residents may need to take matters into their own hands, was harassment with hinted violence. Lopez called it a confession. 6 HOA board members demanded she quit the management company, threatened to quit her friends, ran away. The town hall was exciting, packed with 150 residents, a TV crew and a buzzing crowd. Linda in a blazer and pearls accused me of everything from pollution to organized crime, warning of citizen action. Giggles and eye rolls. Happened my turn. I showed my deed. Linda, why did the HOA spend $15? Zero maintaining my lake. I showed the insurance policy listing my lake. Gasps. Why file tax appeals claiming my land? Linda stood yelling harassment. The mayor shut her up. I played her bribery recording. The crowd roared. Trail camera video of her. Vandalism sealed it as she screamed about conspiracies. Sheriff Daniels entered. Linda Carver, you're under arrest for fake reports, insurance lying, and vandalism. Handcuffs clicked with camera flashes clapping. Happened. Linda admitted guilt too. Lying, getting probation, $50. Zero payback money, and community service. The HOA removed my land, issued a public sorry, and changed under new leadership. My proof became a legal case study. 6 months later, I hosted Meadowbrook Lake Day, a barbecue turned neighborhood healing. Kids fished, neighbors laughed, and Paul's granddaughter caught her first base. I started a lake nature program, now area-wide. My business grew, and I'm testifying for HOA change, sitting on my dock, coffee in hand, birds calling. I know justice tastes like. Morning air, clean, sharp, and earned. Got an HOA scary story? Share it below.